Good morning. Welcome to Monday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. Here are some words of wisdom to get us rolling for the day and for the week. And we have a card deck we haven't seen in quite some time. There was a chunk of time a couple of years ago where this card deck showed up all the time. And today, this last couple of years, it's only shown up sporadically. So when it does show up, I kind of feel like that message is to be attended to. Of course, they all are speaking to us for a reason, but good morning, Abigail. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. But the fact that this one's popping up now, I think, again, we want to perk up our ears a little bit and pay attention. Good morning, Mel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad everybody's rolling in here. Oh, we're up to 5 already. I only saw 2 names roll, but we're up to 7. Good morning, Maureen. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Cindy. Hello, hello. Everybody rolling in. So let's start with some breathing. As always, good morning, Angie. Thank you for the sunshine. Good morning, Ruth Ann, my West Coast person. Welcome, welcome. Let's breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting your shoulders drop in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathing and receiving in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Janine. We're up to 9 already. That was fast. Wow. Everybody getting ready for their Monday, so want a fix of good energy. Everybody set for the week. So our card deck, like I said, we haven't seen this one in quite some time. Higher Intuitions deck. And again, I feel like this deck, when it does show up, brings us important stuff. And it's a fun deck because it's an approachable deck. It's animals. How can you go wrong with animals, right? So our card for today is Sing Your Song. Sing your song. And it's a bluebird. How many of you enjoy singing? How many of you give yourself the opportunities to sing? Whether it's in the shower, whether it's in the car. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome. Whether it's with a choir. How do you sing? How do you allow yourself to sing? Some people don't claim their voice, or they have a hard time using it to their own benefit. So the card will kind of help with that. So again, another nice deep breath in and out. So bluebird, sing your song. I'll show you again. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, good morning. Keywords are create, sing, express, respect. And the quote is a Chinese proverb. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. So, listen with your intuitive ear. See what chimes for you. Isn't it time to listen to the song in your heart? Bluebird tells you that you have been hiding, and now it is time for you to sing whatever song you feel. You sing with the radio. Fabulous. Good, good, good. It's not necessary for it to be a happy tune if you are feeling sad. Honor your emotions and express them. That's been something that's been coming up with the Leo moon stuff. Owning our emotions, expressing them. That doesn't mean blowing up at everybody, but it means honoring how you feel. You know, I'm sad today, or I'm frustrated with this. Good morning, Tira. Glad you are here. Or whatever the emotion is, owning it. Because emotions come in on that divine feminine perspective. And we are, again, good morning, Gwen, working very diligently to bring the divine feminine into its rightful place beside the divine masculine. We need both. Every one of us needs both. So honoring emotions is one way to also bring the divine feminine more online. Bluebird would prefer that your song turn to one of happiness and higher emotions, and one of the ways that happens is through expressing it. When you allow, you're not stopping it all up, bottling it up, keeping it stuck, but you allow it to flow. Tears can be a way for that to happen. Song is a way for that to happen. There's lots of different ways to seed the emotions being able to come forth. Bluebirds are gentle, non-aggressive creatures that tend to avoid confrontation and are patient with other kinds. If a bluebird feels threatened or is upset, it stands its ground and defends itself and its own kind. Bluebird has shown Let's see. Bluebird has shown up in your reading because it feels as though you have allowed others to take what is yours, and it is now time for you to stand strong. Okay, so where in your life, good morning, Jill, glad you're here. Where in your life have you allowed an erosion of your own boundaries? Where you've said, I will go this far but no further, where have you allowed some erosion? Maybe because you were tired, maybe because of pandemic fallout, whatever, wanting to go along to get along and avoid conflict. Where have you allowed some erosion in your boundaries? What would be the good, healthy boundaries for you? The situation could have just arrived, or it could be an argument or something that has lingered for years. Respect what is said, but know that you need to respect your own stance too. How many of us know people, hopefully you're not one of them, who everything they capitulate on? Where would you like to go to dinner? I don't know. Where would you like to go? What color would you like? Oh, whatever. Just give me whatever. What do you want to do about this problem? I don't know. What do you think? Never taking a stand. Start with little things. Start with little bitty things. I'd like the blue one instead of the pink one. Little bitty. They may seem like it's not even going to make a difference. It will make a difference because then you begin to build on that. And again, like we were talking about the other day, it's not about big leaps and bounds. It's about these incremental shifts that over time add up and allow us to end up somewhere different than we would have ended up had we not made any of those changes. Little changes, that is fine. Here's another sentence that I hope leaps for most of us. Don't shoulder another's problems if they aren't taking the same responsibility. Rule of thumb 101, therapist 101. If you're working harder on the problem than the client is, it's out of whack. It's out of whack. They need to be carrying their own load. You can support, but it's not your job to carry for someone else what they are not willing to carry for themselves. All right? And as women, we tend to do that, take on other people's problems and try to fix it, and etc. It is important to be patient and kind with your words. You have nothing to explain or defend. This is your life. No is a perfect example of that. How often when we even manage to squeak out a no, do we justify and rationalize, well, no, because I've got all these things on my plate and I can't do it, and on Tuesday I got this, and we don't need to add any of that. No, thank you anyway. No, not this time. No, I'm not interested in that. No is sufficient. No is sufficient. We need practice. We need lots of practice. By following the song within your heart, you will be guided, right? We're opening up this path of flow. Any frustrations and conflicts arriving in your path are to teach you patience and make sure that you are truly listening and not becoming misguided. Wasn't it just yesterday or the day before where we were talking about obstacles being opportunities? The obstacles are there to teach us something, to help slow us down perhaps, maybe get us to reconnoiter a bit more and say, yeah, I think I'll shift my path a little bit. Those obstacles are an important part of the process. So don't resent them when they show up. Embrace them as best you can. Because bluebird is the color blue, it is often associated with the throat chakra and creative expression. Here's some options. If you're going, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of creativity in my life at this time, pick up a musical instrument, a pen, or a paintbrush. If you feel that you can't vocalize the song in your life, maybe another creative way will help lift that song up so that you can finally sing your song. Now, I will also say, with writing, with all of those creative kind of endeavors, if you try to edit at the same time that you're writing, you're going to mess yourself up. They're two entirely different processes. So when you're creating, be in that flow. Just create, just put it all down. Same with the painting. Oftentimes an artist will put some things on the canvas, allow them to sit there for a while, then come back and decide what's needed. I've heard, and I can't remember which painter it was, but someone said something along the lines of, great art is knowing when to stop. when not to keep going and then you mess it up, right? When do you stop? And we all have those opportunities. Whatever we're creating, stop, step back a bit, get a better look, or walk away for a while, let it perk. Taking some time with those things. But the singing your song, I have a friend who has a beautiful voice and in recent years hadn't sung for years. In recent years has been really coming forth with that. Did some karaoke with her sons, one of whom is a singer in a band. Did some kirtan groups, etc., etc. Putting herself out there to step forward into her song. What is your song? Your song may literally be a song. Your song may be something else. Maybe words you put on a page. Maybe connections, relationships that you have with people. Maybe your work at work. There's all kinds of ways. Volunteering, all kinds of ways to sing your song. How are you doing on that? How are you doing on singing your song? So on this fine Monday, at the beginning of a week, at the beginning of a month, let's sing our song. How would you like to put that out there for yourself today? Again, it could be singing along with music in the car where nobody can hear you. What do you want to try for today? For me, I've already got a couple of ideas rolling around in my head, and when I'm done with YEMIG, I'm going to do some journaling. Throw up on the page, see what happens, see what shows up there. So here's your bluebird telling you to sing your song. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Because we're having some newer people on here, I just want to remind you that if you are interested in getting these YEMIGs every morning in an email, in addition to sometimes you're on live, sometimes you're not, whatever, you can always find it here on Facebook, LinkedIn, where else do I put it? My YouTube channel, but also, and my administrative assistant or my virtual assistant, she sometimes puts them on Instagram also. I'm not so much on Instagram at this point, but she works for me and puts them on there. So, but if you can take the time, if you want it in an email, send the word yes to Bonnie at empowermentandpurpose.com. All little letters all together, all spelled out. Bonnie at empowermentandpurpose.com, and I'll add you to the email list, and you'll get one of these every day in an email. So you don't have to worry about missing it live. But I know a lot of you like being on live because then we can chat. So see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.